So this is perfect timing that Todd got this new computer for this, because now it leaves things perfect for me to evolve the games for 2023, because Todd would have needed to have a second screen, and now he has.
It's much better too because I mean, I was using my phone, but like this is so big now that like whoa, okay, I can actually see people and
Yeah,
like not have to be like what?
yeah. Well, not only that, some of the things I plan on doing with us next year would have been hard for us to accomplish with you being on the phone. Now, with you having a full screen in front of you, there's gonna be some interesting things that we do next year. So I'm excited. Perfect timing. Perfect timing.
Shenanigans.
Now I remember what I was talking
So
about. It was about Discord Nitro. I
Okay.
had it for a long time, and then they canceled it because my card just decided it wasn't working anymore. The card was fine. I changed nothing, but it was like, oh, never mind.
I mean, I have it simply because it gives us better audio quality in here, so I boost the server for that. But anyways, enough about all these things. First of all, this is the final episode of the year. I debated if like the final episode of the year.
Oh shit! I thought the year was already over. I was thinking like the score of the game and everything. I thought we were starting new today. I'm an idiot.
I mean, I find it. Let me take a look. I think Dom is ahead enough that unless we do bonus.
No, he's only up by one. I think he's only
he's only up by one. Is that true?
Yeah, I'm only
oh yeah, that's right. All right. So here, I mean, we'll get to the game when we get to the game. But yes, the winner of the year will be decided on this episode.
I hope I win, so we all have to play Cyberpunk. That's what we said, right?
There's no stakes, though. If we want to make stakes, I'm down because I'm the unbiased.
Some milk steaks.
I don't know what Mike's doing over there. Mike is something. What Mike? What's going on over here? Mike's getting some sloppy steaks with the boys. Slop them up. But we'll just get right into it. This is, of course, a PTC Movie Club episode. So if you have not watched Bullet Train yet, this is after the intro. We're going to get into it. So this is your chance to bow out now. But welcome, everyone, to the Past Controller Podcast, a show where a couple of best friends talk about the latest in video games and nerd culture. Sometimes we have guests. Sometimes we talk about movies once a month. Either way, we have a new episode for you each and every week. As always, I am your host, Brenden Groom, and joining me on this lovely Friday evening, ending the year, is the anime senpai himself, the one, the only Mr. Michael Desir. Mike, you got a fresh cut this week? Because you're looking pretty fucking good right now. I'm not going to lie. You can't see it as much from the front, but when you hit that side profile...
I think I got a haircut like last week or something.
All right, well, I'm seeing it now. How you doing, Mike?
Let's wrap this up quick. I got things I was supposed to do for work that I did not do.
Oh, okay. Mike wants a quick one. Mike wants a quickie. Mike wants an in and an outie. He wants
your movie, man.
Chew and screw over here. Also,
drinking some White Mountain Magic.
And I blew it off.
You drinking some White Mountain Magic?
Yeah, he is.
Yes.
How is it, Mike? You enjoying it?
Yeah, it's fine.
I mean,
I also was okay with the
stout.
one.
Happy holidays.
No, I got him. Oh wait, but did you try the stout yet or no?
Wait.
Todd said a different cider. That is not what I gave you last week. I gave you Moros, which is the candy stout.
Yes, that one was all right.
Okay. Also joining us, of course, is the cyberpunk himself. I don't know. Todd Runners. I have no idea. Anyways, this is Todd.
What's his name? Like Johnny Candy Hands? What's his
Johnny Toddy Silverhand. There we go, Mike. Mike with the fucking slapping him up.
No.
How are you doing tonight, Todd?
I'm trying to find Pan Am in my little background. Let's see it.
This fucking guy over here. And rounding us out, of course, is the Cobra Commander himself, Dominic 40.
Those are two different things.
Yeah,
I'm here.
Oh, that's right. Cobra Kai Mander. Sorry. Anyways, Dom is here. And we're all here rounding out the cast to wrap up the year. This couple of housekeeping things. So if you're wondering why we're not doing Game of the Year, Year in Review, all this other nonsense, we're going to do that next week, the first week of January. So if you're looking for that type of stuff, that will be the next episode. But if you want to tease or you want some of that good brain juice talking about all the stuff we love from this year, we did a special guest episode last week where Mike did swing on in halfway through. When I say halfway through, I don't know what time you actually popped in, Mike. That episode went 3.5 hours. So
yeah, that was
so glad I didn't do that episode.
I mean, I didn't know the episode was going to go that long. I don't care. I mean, I purposely had my night, situated for however this was going to go. But we had a lovely.
Yep, so it was 3.5 hours, and Mike caught up to me and Todd, so he is only 1 point behind.
No, we didn't. No, we didn't do game last week.
Oh, I was like, wow.
You could have got Mike some slack there.
I mean, listen,
I was like, oh my god.
If Mike wants to cheat his way to the top, I'll let him have it. He's got a Tomodachi point.
Was that this year?
That was this year.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Todd? I keep cutting you off.
No, I was just gonna. No, it's all good. If I was in that room, I would have been like, "Oh shit!" Liam woke up after like an hour and a half. He just never came back.
Listen, it was very open dialogue in the chat, like in the text chat of like, "Hey, if anyone needs to back out at any point, or we need to wrap it up, like you give me the okay." And everyone just kept saying, "No, we're good. Let's keep talking." So I'm happy to chat if people want to hang out and chat about stuff. So Mike and I obviously didn't talk about our favorite things of the year, but we had a guest panel on that chatted about the things they love from the year. So if you're looking for that stuff and you can't wait till the next week, you got a little teaser of our friends talking about their favorite things. Anyways.
Release that as 1 3.5 hour long episode.
Yeah, Mike. How am I gonna edit that? What do you want me to do? You want me to cut it into what? The best anime, the best this, and the best that?
Look, I only popped in for God knows what part, but there might have been like a nice natural breaking point where you could like cut it and then say, "Hey guys, if you want to watch this, listen to the rest of this, the other hour and a half is."
But then I would have had to cut the video, and I'm really just too lazy to download the video and do that. It's just I'm too lazy. Plus, like, who I don't want to cheat people out of content, make them wait. They want to listen to the whole conversation. It was a good conversation. It wasn't supposed to be that long. I guess the natural break could and would have been because I think the initial. No, because there was no break. The beginning of the episode was off the rails. Like in true PTC fashion, it was somehow. Maybe this was a mistake. Get Todd's computer out. It was somehow an elongated intro, which usually results in some of our best work. So they channeled their true PTC nature. Anyways, so listen to that. Enjoy that episode. Obviously, tonight, enjoy Bullet Train. If you haven't watched Bullet Train, then you're going to have to wait. But like I said, we'll have our best of year stuff next week, as well as teases and rollout of a bunch of new stuff that we're planning on doing for 2023. So, anyways, without further ado, this episode of the Passion Podcast is sponsored by our good friends at Goodnight Fatty. If you're in the Salem, Massachusetts area or the North Shore of Massachusetts on a Friday, Saturday, Sunday evening, you want yourself something hot, something sweet, something tasty, something fresh out of the oven, you can head on down to 1 Washington Square, get yourself a delicious fatty. And if you're unaware of what a fatty is, you can check them out on social media at Goodnight Fatty and at Good Morning Chubby and educate yourself on these tasty treats. And let me tell you, you will not be disappointed. I took a sneak peek at what the cookies are this weekend, and bangers. Fruity Pebbles is always a banger. So yeah, check that out. Check them out. Show them some love. Head on down. Get some fresh, tasty cookies, and you will not be disappointed. I promise. All right. Now, without further ado, so what do you think about this episode? Of course, we're going to talk about Mike's PTC Movie Club pick for December, which is Bullet Train. Now, this is everyone's first time watching this movie, correct?
Correct.
Okay. All right. So as we do with these episodes, we're going to kick things off with, of course, what do we think this tomato meter and audience score percentages are? Mike, it's your movie. What are you thinking here?
I'm feeling 70-80s. 70-80s. Let's see. I'm gonna say maybe 79.
Okay.
Critic, and then audience maybe 82.
Okay. Dom, what are you thinking?
I think everybody loves a Brad Pitt, so I'm gonna go.
Not true.
I'm gonna go 84, 86.
Okay.
Ooh.
Dom, Todd, where are you landing here?
I'm gonna go 62 for critic. I'm gonna go. I feel like audience like this more than critic, so I'm gonna go 62, 81 for audience.
Okay.
I really don't remember what people said about this movie right after it came out, like at all.
So
I've heard nothing but
it's
good
based on a
things from
book.
like
it is
and
based
people
on a
like
book.
Brad
I mean, not
Yeah.
critics, from like user reviews seem to be pretty positive about this movie.
So where my head's at, and we'll gauge the panel here, because we obviously this specific thing can only work off of the honor system. For future game stuff, there will be amplifiers and points that get thrown at episodes, and there will be special game episodes that we do. But do we want to, after today, not today, start including this as a point modifier? Because it can get dicey if someone accidentally looks it up.
I will say it's tough because I generally go to the Wikipedia while I'm watching the film,
Gotcha.
or like
Okay.
pre-watching the film.
I usually check it like when the movie originally comes out. Like half of them I don't remember.
We'll watch
yours
that.
could change, but
Yeah.
I feel like generally when we watch a film, I like do like background research on the film first.
That's fine.
Just to know kind of what I'm getting into, I guess.
Then the better angle is this, because again, if you listen to 2 episodes ago when we had kind of talked about some of the things we're going to change going into next year, there's going to be a lot of different games that we play and a lot of different ways to get points. And one of the games that I have workshopping that we haven't played yet, obviously, it doesn't have a name yet. And Mike, to your chagrin, all of these games next year will have names. They may not be clever names, but they're going to have punny names.
To be fair, also, me and Mike had floated the idea of me doing 3 films that have 0% tomato meters. And so
Oh, that's true.
then everyone would know what the tomato meter was. So.
Okay, all right, fair. So the thing that I am going to try to maybe figure out is, I think there is a game here where it's like you have to get within the 2. So like, for instance, let's just say it was a 70 tomato and an 80 audience. You have to get within there and figure out the movie by doing that. There's a way that it will work. I have some notes. I've been making up games. It would basically be like, hey, it's 2017 movie release, and we'll give more clues, but the way to get to it is like, how is it received?
I feel like that's fine as piece of a game.
Yeah, well, this will be part of the movie game show, because there's gonna be some elaborate things. And again, with Todd having this new screen now, there's gonna be on-screen games that everyone can see. Like, there's gonna be things that we're gonna do some fun things. Anyways, you're all way fucking off. Mike said 79.82, Dom said 84.86, and Todd said 62.81. It has a 54 tomato and a 76 audience. So, it seems
I'm surprised by that.
Critics did not like this film, and the audience mostly enjoyed it. I'd say 76 is like that's a pretty favorable score, I would say.
That's like a B minus C plus.
Yeah. I feel like anything over 70 though is like, people enjoyed it enough, I would say.
Is it certified fresh at 76?
How does it get certified fresh? No, it's user
it's
used.
not. Yeah, okay.
Critics say Bullet Train's colorful cast and high-speed action are almost enough to keep things going after the story runs out of track. Audience say it could have been a more entertaining ride, but if you're in the mood for a decent thriller to pass the time, Bullet Train will get you where you want to go. Is this movie considered a thriller? I wouldn't consider it a
it's more of
thriller.
a comedy, I'd say, than anything. Yeah, right.
I mean, I have some thoughts about this film. I still don't know exactly where I come down on it. I don't think it was bad. I think it might have been a little too long, but we'll get there. We're not there yet. So, of course, as we do, with a budget of... Why is the budget not listed here? All right, give me a second. Hold on. Bullet Train budget. According to Wikipedia, it has a budget of around $90 million. IMDb also pegs it at $86 million. So around there, we'll just call it $90 million to be easy. At a budget of $90 million, where do we think this bad boy landed worldwide? Mike?
Budget of 90. I don't think it was a flop, so it should have made at least double 1.5. Let's say, I don't know, 250.
That's what I was gonna say.
Okay, 250 on Mike.
That's worldwide, right?
Always worldwide. Worldwide till I die. Mr. 305. That wasn't a clue.
Just go 10 or above or below me.
I'll go 251.
Okay, Dom.
I was gonna go 230 to begin with, so.
And Dom is the closest because it is 239 mil worldwide. With an unusual, I feel like at least most of the movies that we look at on this type of stuff, it's usually a heavier international swing. But this is a closer 103, 135. So really kind of down the middle with where this movie was.
Kind of surprising to me.
Was paid
I feel
for.
like this would have big international money.
I think so too, just because I believe the book it's based off of is a Japanese author.
Japanese.
Yeah.
I think the R rating slowed down probably a little bit.
Oh, maybe.
Yeah, it's possible. So there you have it. Those are the numbers behind the movie. All right, let's wrap it up. Mike's got a busy night. He's gonna go work. So overall, where's everyone putting their feet down here on Bullet Train to start things off? It's your pick, Mike. Are you happy with your pick?
Yeah, it was fine. It was a fine little whatever kind of film it was. How long did you say it was?
It was just over 2 hours.
Just over 2 hours? Oh yeah, I guess it is kind of long, but I feel like I didn't notice it at the time. I don't remember finishing it thinking like, oh boy, that could have used like maybe 20-30 minutes less.
That's funny to me because I felt like I was pausing the movie often to see how much movie I had left, and I was like, how is there more of this? Especially when you get to the point where they air quotes. Well, I guess again, if you're still listening and haven't watched Bullet Train, we're just diving right in. So this is your last chance to not listen to this episode. When they air quotes kill fucking not Tangerine, Lemon. Like, and it's the daughter and Brad Pitt. I'm like, how is there another 50 minutes of this movie? What the fuck are they gonna do in this movie? Because like at that point there was pretty much no one left on the train, and like most of the characters were, again, air quotes, dead. So it's like, what is happening in this next 50 minutes? And I think there was still a lot of good stuff that happened. I feel like there was a lot of like not anything happening.
The White Death shows up at like the 38-minute mark, so that whole ending sequence is like actually pretty long. But it was, I kind of agree with you with that. With the, I think if they just shaved off 10 or 15 minutes, I would have been happy. But that was like my only gripe with the movie, really.
Yeah,
it was fine with the length. I hated the crash scene at the end.
It was pretty bad.
The CGI was
so bad. It was so bad.
Oh, really? See, I didn't think it was that bad. I'm comparing stuff to Marvel these days, and I still think it looks better than anything Marvel.
This is way worse than what Marvel does.
There was like unnecessary slowdowns and stuff. Like I get that we're like supposed to be watching like his good luck like in action, but at the same time, it was like I don't know.
Specifically, when he is flying through the train, it is very bad CGI.
The coffee pot, I thought it was fine when the coffee pot dings him off the head and he's just like falling backwards. I didn't mind that part, and I'm usually like very critical of like CGI and shit like that, and I didn't think it was fucking like I said, like after seeing Marvel this last couple movies, that seemed like much better than anything Marvel's put out, and I feel like Marvel's like the benchmark for like.
I like vehemently disagree with you. The CGI was very bad in that scene. I would not compare it to that.
The CGI in like Black Widow, like when she gets blown off the side of the fucking thing, or like the CGI.
I thought it was similar to that.
Oh, see, yeah, but I thought it was like, but like everything around him looked the same, whereas like in that, like he didn't look like he was cut out of place. It still looked like he was.
He
like,
definitely did to me. Todd, you need to watch that again. Todd, you gotta watch that again. It looks real bad.
I actually watched the end again today. Yeah, I didn't care. I mean, I didn't notice. Like I said, usually that would bother me, but
weird. Yeah, it stuck out real bad to me.
It's one of those like movies that's so ridiculous that like you're never like, oh, this is happening, you know? Like, so
I mean, it wasn't that like the CGI pulled me out of the movie. It was so noticeably not great CGI that I was like, nah, this is a lot to watch for an extended scene. But I just think to kind of go back to that scene, I think there was just a lot of nonsense at the end of the movie that I don't know.
I love the water bottle that goes back.
So that's one of the things I enjoyed about this movie was that like it had these like, instead of really elaborate like backstories to these characters, it gave you like this like interesting, like kind of mash up backstory that like fit. I don't feel like it was ever out of place or like rushed. I kind of enjoyed those little, like, I don't even want to call them vignettes. They were just like, here's a reason why you should, like, this is how you can understand why this character fits into this, whatever, this little story we're telling here. And when it ends with them doing a final one for the fucking water bottle, I did laugh. I laughed pretty hard.
Great. I laughed a lot in this movie, and like, usually movies don't make me laugh that often, even comedies. But I like, there's the scene when they're doing the Thomas the Tank Engine, and Lemon's like, well, I don't know, and he has like the he starts doing. I was dying. I forget what he says, but he sounded like
one of my takeaways from this movie is, going back to the MCU, that I'm sad that we'll never get Quicksilver and Phastos on the screen together, because they played off each other so well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
right.
He was good in this. They were both good in this movie, but like, what is his name? Anthony Taylor Thomas? No, who is it? What's
Aaron
his name?
Johnson.
Aaron Johnson.
Anthony Taylor Thomas. Yeah, definitely Anthony.
I knew it was like a you know.
No, it was Jonathan Taylor Thomas.
Yeah, there it is. Yeah,
this is his brother.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. I enjoyed some of the story beats and stuff. Like, I feel like Zazie Beetz' character was underutilized. Probably the worst out of all of them.
I did like that scene, though. I thought that scene was great. Like how, like, she drops it into his hand, and he's like,
yeah,
and then they're just sitting there waiting.
You don't have a backup? You don't have a spare?
The backup, when he says it the second time, it's the vaccine or whatever, right? The serum, like
antidote,
the one that he puts in his neck,
anti-venom.
Yeah, okay.
Anti-venom.
Yeah. Yeah, it was a good scene. But I just
Brad Pitt's delivery is so good. I think he's a great.
Yeah, he was good in this. I thought great. I thought most of the characters in this. I said to Mike last night, I was like, the characters make this movie. Like,
yes.
Oh yeah.
I thought most of the characters were like.
I can't stand what's her name though, the daughter. I just don't.
I thought she was good. I thought she was good, like as an annoying teenager.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. I want to say. I said Anthony Taylor Thomas, and the reason I did that is because his name is Aaron Taylor Johnson. It was like, I knew it was a three name. I knew it was a 3Z.
We know what his name is.
We understood. Yeah.
All right. Hold on. The guy that plays the elder, Hiroyuki Sanada, he was really familiar. I meant to look at what else
he's in everything.
Know him from.
Wait, who are you talking about?
The father, the elder.
Yeah, he's in everything.
Like, he's
in so many.
Oh, he's in that Mortal Kombat. So okay.
No, he's in a ton of stuff. Like a ton.
Oh yeah, was he Scorpion in the new?
He was
Mortal
Scorpion.
Kombat?
Yeah.
Okay. I've seen
what was he known for, though?
What is he known for? I mean, IMDb puts his top 4 as Twilight Samurai, The Wolverine, Sunshine, and Mortal Kombat.
Oh, the Wolverine.
Was he Silver Samurai?
Yeah, I think
it
so.
says Shingen. I don't know who that is.
I
sure
don't.
Silver Samurai.
Yeah, it doesn't. The Wolverine's Silver Samurai was nonsense, so it's not important to get into it. The Wolverine was the one with the giant mech.
He was in The Last Samurai. He's in John Wick Chapter 4 too.
He's in Endgame as Akahiko. Who the fuck is that?
That must have been someone that when Ronin was going around killing people, when Hawkeye was like a samurai and he was going around killing people.
Oh, he fights.
He's the guy who fights in the street.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, he was really good too. Like I kind of liked. Like, throughout the movie, Brad Pitt. I didn't look at Ladybug. Ladybug.
He's in Lost too. He's in Lost. That's what another thing I know him from.
Okay. But Brad.
He's in that movie. You ever see the movie Life?
No, I don't watch movies.
Okay.
Brad Pitt's character, like throughout the movie, is like trying to use like phrases and sayings, and just either uses the wrong thing or says the wrong thing. Like doesn't use the thing that fits the scenario. And when the elder is like trying to tell him a story, that whole scene is fucking. He's like, no, I don't want to listen. He's like, no, it's really short. No, I don't care. Like it was so good. I fucking loved it so much.
I'm gonna tell you anyway.
Yeah, one of my favorite scenes is when I forget what. Oh, when the guy shoots himself in the head, maybe, or whatever, and then he's like, "Dude," when he gets like just like the delivery of that line,
yeah,
or calling him bro,
yeah,
like, don't call me bro. You know, like,
I will say,
like us talking.
Like Michael Shannon, I think also underutilized in this movie. I don't know why they waited so long to show us that.
I did not need Michael Shannon in this movie. He creeped me the fuck out.
I like him. I love Michael Shannon, so I was just glad to see him in there. You know, like even though he was in there for a short time. But
Mike, what did I say to you yesterday about Michael Shannon?
You said he looked crazy or something.
Oh, he definitely
creeped me the fuck out. He
always plays crazy characters.
The more I think about it, Mike, he reminds me of like.
That's what I said to him.
He reminds me of like Americanized Shredder.
Huh. Okay.
Remember him in what's it called? Boardwalk Empire. He was like crazy in that show.
Yeah. Well, I had just watched Knives Out, so he's like normal in that.
Yeah.
Right.
The scene with Ladybug and Ryan Tyree. What's his character's name? Tangerine.
Lemon.
Right.
Lemon.
Lemon.
When they're in the
cockpit.
cab of the thing at the end.
That's pretty good.
And he's like, and today I have another brother. He's like, really? No.
Yeah, that was pretty good. There's like some of the comedy is delivered very well. Like
yeah, it was good. It was that's what surprised me the most.
Yeah. I will say the other like Ryan Reynolds was just like it. I understand it's just like a funny cameo, but also just like why
it was paying back the Deadpool 2 cameo.
The Deadpool 2 one. Yeah, when he gets electrocuted.
When Brad Pitt gets electrocuted.
Invisible.
I don't even remember that.
It's the same director too as Deadpool 2.
Yeah, I read about it.
Wait, that is why
paying back the cameo.
That's like kind of incredible.
You don't remember
Channing Tatum in this movie was great.
Channing Tatum was probably the best like cameo, I guess, like cameo level
Why
thing.
Why does he always play like over sexualized like everything? Like, and this is the end. He's
like,
always like this creepy.
Like,
it's like
his like main talking scene. You know, is this a sex thing? Like, was good, but it was even way better. Like, you get that
last time he walked by.
Yes. Like you get the thing with him and Brad, and then the costume, like he puts on the glasses and stuff. Like you get all that, and it's like, all right, cool. That's probably the end of that, and it's great. And then when you get that little sneak later, when fucking Tangerine walks by and he goes, "Whoa," he says something like, "Oh, that funny." He has that walk though.
His accent's not.
No, he says something about his walk. He says like he walk with. I gotta look it up. He says something like he walks with such determination or something. I don't know. It's like it's funny. Like a good just little extra jab in there.
Hiro and Kimiko were on the screen for a total of 2 minutes, probably total.
I forgot.
And they were both fantastic.
Right.
Wait, who?
Hiro from Heroes, the ticket.
And Kimiko from The Voice.
Okay, yeah,
Kimiko from The Voice. Who was the one that sold them the water?
Yeah.
I mean, that was a fantastic scene. I liked the scenes where they had to like when he first is with Lemon and has to they fight in the quiet car.
Room.
The quiet car is probably one of that might be my favorite action scene in the movie. Is that right there? Like so fucking good. Mike, I'm curious. You had texted me this week and said there's something you're gonna ask me. I'm already predicting you're gonna ask me this. I don't know what that is, so just reveal it now.
No, I figured you were gonna ask me if I knew if any of like the cameos in this film were like in this film.
Oh, I didn't. I knew at some point that there were cameos, but I didn't like. I never would have watched this movie if you didn't pick this movie. So I wasn't interested really in looking into.
Yeah, I knew the Ryan Reynolds cameo was in this movie before watching it, but like I didn't know it was gonna be like a second thing. But I'm surprised I didn't catch on to Sandra Bullock's voice from the beginning because the voice sounded so familiar, and I don't know how I didn't.
I didn't need to see her at the end.
I didn't need that either.
No, I think that was just like throwing in another cameo.
But again, though, it's just stuff padded into the movie that maybe didn't need to be there. And I almost turned the movie off. Did you watch this, like the mid credits or like the very?
During the credits, yeah.
You didn't see it, Todd?
Lemon comes. Lemon's the one driving the truck.
Oh yes, no, I did see that actually. Yeah.
Which made me then watch more of the credits. I'm like, is there gonna be something else that I'm gonna like miss if I turn this off? And then Netflix eventually was like, want to watch this instead? I'm like, all right, this must be done now.
I was pissed that Tangerine died though. I was hoping. I thought he was like one of the best characters.
Well, I was kind of mad when everyone started dying. Like even when like Lemon died, I was like, fuck. Like how that's kind of why when it gets to that point where everyone's dead and it's just Brad Pitt and the daughter, Prince, it's like, okay, what are we, like, what does 50 minutes of this look like? And then more people are still alive somehow.
Well, when Lemon got shot and he was shot in the chest, I was like, wait a minute, did he say that he was wearing the bulletproof
I thought
vest?
he said he wasn't.
He said he wasn't. He said he wasn't. He said it was a false sense of security.
I said that to Amanda right away, though. I'm like, I guarantee he has the bulletproof vest on because he drank the fucking drink. I was like, he's out. I knew it. I'm like, I knew he wasn't.
So I was like, oh, that's a bummer. Like, I thought that was gonna be like the point of that. Like, you know, if he listened to his brother, he would have survived it. And then Tangerine ends up shooting himself in the neck. I'm pretty sure, right?
Yes, which is how he said, like, what am I gonna get shot in the neck?
Yes, right, exactly.
So then I was like, oh, they both, you know, died because of whatever, of something that was set up before. But no, what they really set up was that, yeah, he would die, but Lemon would live. I was like, oh, okay, cool.
I will say, for all the themes that run through the movie, at first, I thought that, like, some of the Thomas the Tank Engine stuff was maybe like a little too over the head.
So good.
But as it kept going, and he's like, I'm looking for fucking Diesel. And then at the end, when Tangerine confronts her and puts the sticker on the gun barrel, I'm like, all right, this is a good fucking payoff for this stupid Thomas the Tank Engine thing. And then even then at the end, when he puts the sticker in his hand, he's like, you were more of a Thomas. Yeah, that was a good scene.
Who's the drummer of the Beatles? Why am I blinking right now?
Charlie.
Oh, Ringo. When he did that, when Tangerine did the voice when he's like talking as the tank engine, he sounded like the whole time. I'm like, oh my god, he sounds just like fucking what's his name from the Beatles. What can I remember? I keep on thinking Bono. I want to say Bono.
Yeah, Bono Star.
We said
Ringo. Yeah, I know. And I got Bono keeps on coming in my head.
I will say visually, one of my favorite scenes is a very quick scene. It's when they're first showing I keep wanting to say the White Wolf, the White Death, and he fucking like reloads the revolver by sliding it down his arm.
So good. Yeah,
that was so fucking good.
That whole like in the courtyard scene is like super video game-esque. Like it literally feels like a cutscene from a video game.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what I said to Dom when I was trying to think, like, why does the White Death remind me of somebody? He reminds me of Neon Green.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I could see that. Yeah.
The whole movie.
Go ahead.
I was gonna say the whole movie, and it's been a long time since I watched what I'm about to reference. The whole movie, I feel like reminds me of Smoking Aces, but I can't remember why.
Yeah, a better version of Smoking Aces, though. I feel like. No, but I get that too.
It's apparently part of a series. The book that this is based off of.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I think there's 3 books in the series.
Huh. I wonder if they would make more of these. But is this like considered a success though? I don't know.
With that critic score and that box office, I mean, I think it did all right. It's not like a breakout success.
It says, despite mixed reviews, the film remained in the top 5 on box office charts for 7 weeks, benefiting from a month without too many high-profile new releases. It said it remained a big screen draw throughout like its time period so I feel like it did pretty well for like, what it was.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, the movie wraps up with seemingly the only people surviving, as Lemon doesn't die in that scene, right? No, Lemon's still alive.
No, he drives away.
Yeah,
Lemon drives. Yeah.
So Ladybug, Lemon, and if Sandra Bullock's character matters, which I guess kind of sort of because she's the handler and gets the jobs or whatever, like they're still alive. So
Ryan Reynolds also lives.
That's true. So they could, I don't know what the story of those books are, but if they just wanted to continue like this story in some way, they could just add a new cast of, an ensemble cast of assassins or whatever the story may be, and figure out a way to tell a story around that again if they really wanted to continue it. Again, whether that follows the books.
Are you familiar with the manga Waltz?
Waltz? No.
It was apparently in like monthly Shonen Sundays.
Oh.
It lasted for like 4 years, but apparently that's one of it's an adaptation of one of the other stories.
Interesting.
And Bad Bunny was the wolf too.
Oh, actually, no. I'm sorry. Waltz is an adaptation of Bullet Train.
Okay. Let's see.
Yeah, Bad Bunny. He was actually not that bad. I kept looking at him and I was like, I know who this is.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, he was also kind of short-lived in the movie. Like,
yeah. I feel like a lot of those people.
He served his purpose.
Yeah, he served his purpose. I mean, there was definitely because it's funny, and I don't know if it's because I have watched Glass Onion that Netflix pitched the movie to me this way, or if it's just blanket like that on Netflix. But it's like, oh, if you enjoyed Knives Out and Glass Onion, you would enjoy Bullet Train. I'm like, really? Because I mean, no. I mean, there is some mystery to it, but I don't think that's what was pulling me through the movie. Towards the beginning, I think it was a little bit more vague about like what is going on, like specifically when Bad Bunny's character shows up and it's like he knew who Brad Pitt was and Brad Pitt was like, I don't know who the fuck you are. I think there could have been a little bit more of stuff like that, or at least more of like a. I wasn't surprised when Prince was revealed to be related to the White Death. Like, I had a feeling that there was someone there that had a more stronger connection than just the dead son. So I wasn't, that like reveal wasn't like shocking to me because I was kind of expecting some sort of motive like that because no one else really had clear motives to want revenge or to kill the White Death other than the Elder.
Mm-hmm.
So
and his son is the son of the White Death is also in Fury with Brad Pitt. So Brad Pitt probably fucking brought him over for this movie. He's like the main kid, the younger kid, who's like new to the whole war.
I didn't watch Fury. Was that the one that had?
Fury's a good movie. It's got John Bernthal. It's got
Is that the one with Harry Styles?
No. It's the one about the army.
That was Dunkirk.
Yes, Dunkirk was Harry Styles.
I think my main takeaway from this is it was enjoyable. Some of the action was good. The comedy was good. I don't think it really did anything, and not that it needed to. I don't think it necessarily did anything like super thought provoking. It's kind of a little more straightforward, which again it didn't need to do that, but I'm wondering if it would have benefited more from maybe going deeper into the comedy angle or maybe going deeper into like the nonsensical angle of it. Because I mean, it was pretty nonsensical, like the whole premise of everything going on. I did enjoy when he kills Bad Bunny's character and he's like cleaning up the bar and like putting him up in a chair with like a blanket and I don't know, like silly stuff like that. Like I feel like they could have maybe leaned a little. That movie was pretty silly though. Like it was already there. Like it was a pretty full cup.
Yeah, it was. Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't think the movie took itself serious, and I think it benefited from that.
Oh, I think so too. Yeah, and I mean, I'm not like a person that watches every Brad Pitt movie, but I feel like it's not. Is it not normal for him to be in this type of movie?
Yeah, it's kind of like I mean, he's usually. I'm trying to think if there's any other. He's done some movies like this, but over the last 10 years, I don't think he's done much like this.
Yeah, like he definitely has a little bit of like silliness in Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, but not anything to the level of this.
It just looks like he's having fun making the movie, basically, and it plays well into the character.
And I don't know if I was just confusing it with something else or just confusing it with Glass Onion in my head watching it recently, but I could have sworn Jessica Henwick was supposed to be in this movie, and I was so confused when she never showed up. I was like, I could have sworn that she was in this movie, but I either
What's
was
crazy too
thinking of something else.
Brad Pitt's 59 years old, so he's almost 60 years old, which is fucking crazy.
Oh, that is what I meant to look up actually. If like how many of these scenes were
I think he did a lot of his own stunts.
That's what I was gonna look up, Mike.
The director who did this movie too is also tied into all the like John Wick movies, and nobody like he didn't direct them, but he's like produced or something, or it was a part of all those movies.
So according to this USA Today article, Pitt, who won Best Supporting Actor Oscar playing the longtime stuntman of Leonardo DiCaprio's movie star in 2019's Once Upon a Time in Hollywood, pulled off most of the physical moves in the contained bullet train set. Naturally, he stepped up to stunt professionals for the serious flips. So he was doing some of it. That's interesting. I'm always curious with like choreographed fight scenes and stuff, how much of it is either like CGI or how much of it is like the actual actors doing some of the stuff. It's always interesting to me. I feel like that's really all I have to say about the movie. I don't know if anyone else wants to dig into anything else or if anything else they did or didn't like about it.
Yeah. No, I think we covered all the big major stuff.
I mean, if there was a sequel, I would definitely watch it after watching this, you know?
Yeah, I probably would too.
Really? Like that into it?
But like, no, I mean, like, I like movies where I can just shut my brain off, but like aren't rock movies. Like, you know, like, because like most of his movies are just shut your brain off. Or, like, I like
fucking shots fired. Todd said the hierarchy of the fucking DC universe has changed.
I mean, everyone's hating on The Rock right now. It's kind of like he's like getting a lot of hate these days.
Yeah, I mean, I wanted to watch this movie from like the get-go. Like, I saw trailers for it a long time
ago. I did
too.
Yeah.
You know, I said, "Oh, I'm gonna go to the theaters and watch it," and then I don't know. I took a nap for several months in a row, and I didn't do it. But now that I saw it, I'm like, hey, you know what? This did not disappoint me. So if they decide to do another one, now that I know I'm getting into, I'd be on board.
They could do another one, bring in a lot of big actors, kind of like the whole Knives Out concept of like, you know, each movie has like another like bunch of like you know, bring what's his name more part into it. Ryan Reynolds, you know, get some other people to play roles.
Yeah.
Get Benoit Blanc on the train.
Listen, put Benoit Blanc on that train. I'm in. I was gonna say it. This is what I meant to say actually before we were talking about that stuff before the movie, before the show started. But and this is actually maybe sort of a segue into my pick for January. But I'm just gonna say like I think Rian Johnson might be my favorite director because
that's a terrible opinion.
I loved.
If he didn't do The Last Jedi, he'd probably be like in the conversation. But like,
get the fuck out of here. I love Knives Out. I loved Glass Onion. I loved The Last Jedi, and I haven't watched Looper since it came out, but I remember liking Looper when it came out. So that really just brings us to: has anyone here seen Brick?
Todd.
Besides Todd,
I have not.
No. Okay. It was on my to-do list, but
I am not going to reveal my January pick yet. I'm going to reveal that next week. But it might be Brick. I'm debating.
I need to watch it.
I do need to watch it. So that potentially will be the pick because I'm just like, I want to just gobble up all these Rian Johnson movies now. I don't know. It's great. I want to make everyone watch I want to make Mike watch Knives Out so he can then watch Glass Onion, but everyone at this point has seen Knives Out besides Mike.
I don't know. Rian Johnson's kind of pigeonholing himself into like one kind of style, though, at this point. Minus The Last Jedi. I guess Looper was a little bit out there, but like Brick's pretty much the same thing as Knives Out, just like not as fucking comedic.
I mean, I don't know. I really like the ensemble cast of Knives Out and Glass Onion, and I think that Daniel Craig's Benoit Blanc is like incredible to watch. I think he's very entertaining. I didn't like him as much, but I want to rewatch Knives Out actually. I don't remember liking him as much in Knives Out, but I fucking loved him in Glass Onion. Like I was like blown away with how much I enjoyed his performance to the point where they're supposed to at least make one more Benoit Blanc movie, but I wouldn't be surprised if they make more after that. So I don't know. He's got the sauce. I like it. How far did you get into Glass Onion, Dom? Like 30 minutes?
I get into Glass Onion, I finished it.
Oh, what did you say you started and didn't finish? Or did you just say...
I didn't finish.
I gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. Glass Onion was fucking fantastic. I fucking loved it. That was a great movie. Well, we'll see. I don't know if Brick will actually be my pick or not. I'll reveal it next week. So, anything else on Mike's pick before we roll things out of here?
Nope. That's it.
Okay.
That's a wrap.
Okay. Well, the last thing I want to do, and this works out timing wise, before we play the movie game and call it an evening, call it a year, is I'm curious. I want to do a temperature check here, for nothing other than just conversation. Not trying to say people have bad taste, but in order, these are the movies that we watched this year for the movie club. I'm curious what everyone's favorite was and what everyone's least favorite was. So we watched a banger of a January, watched Django Unchained. February, watched The Wiz and Greatest Showman double feature. March, we watched Grosse Pointe Blank. April, we watched Ex Machina. Also, I enjoyed that a lot. I'm going to do months out of order. The list is in order, but I don't want to remember what month I'm saying. So after Ex Machina, it was Moonlight. Then it was a double feature of Moulin Rouge and Hedwig and the Angry Inch. Then it was Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. Then it was Booksmart. Then it was The Fundamentals of Caring. Then it was a double feature for Shrek the Musical and Little Shop of Horrors. And then it was Todd's double feature of Barbarian and Nope. And then we are here at Bullet Train. So I think looking at this, for me, my top three for sure that I enjoyed the most were Django, Ex Machina, and Moonlight. I don't know what you guys are feeling for your favorite films or film that we watched this year.
I'm gonna say right now, I forgot Grosse Pointe Blank was this year. I remember watching it.
It's been a long year.
That was a long time. I completely forgot about Fundamentals of Caring, like entirely. As a film until you said the name. I was like, what the fuck? What?
A Bite of the James.
Right. Oh yeah. See, like, okay. So, I'm telling you, like, movies that I either forgot or didn't care about.
Mm-hmm.
Top three.
You don't have to give top three. Did you have a favorite out of the bunch?
I don't know. Yeah, like I would say something like Ex Machina, but I've already seen it. Also, Django Unchained I've already seen, so I wouldn't really feel like those are discounted.
I mean, it's okay. Todd, what about you?
Django, Once Upon a Time, and Nope. My top three.
Okay, all right. What about you, Dom?
My top movie of the year probably was Ex Machina.
Okay. It was good. There was only a few things about that movie I didn't like, and it was mostly just when it got like the scene where he like cuts himself in the mirror was just like a little. I don't need to watch that. But I think overall the movie was fucking phenomenal. And what
about when he fucking cut up the dance floor? Right?
I was just gonna say when he gets fucked up and he's like gonna cut this motherfucking dance floor. That might be the best scene from any movie we watched this year, right there. That's it. Oscar Isaac, fucking boom. Put him in the next Benoit Blanc movie. All right, Mike, it's back on you. Pressure's on. You can pick a movie that you've seen before. Todd just picked two that he's seen before.
Yeah, I know, but like whatever.
Damn, Mike said he has integrity, Todd. Wait, what did you say? Once Upon a Time.
Once Upon a Time.
Okay. Anyone have a least favorite? No. I don't know what my least favorite would be. It might be The Wiz. That was fucking rough. That was a long fucking.
You like Barbarian more than The Wiz?
I mean, I don't know. Ooh. I don't know. I could do without either of them. Let's say that.
Well, like I said,
wait till my next pick.
I completely forgot about Fundamentals of Caring. I'm not saying
it's a bad
movie, but it's forgettable.
For February, have you guys seen Gummo?
Double feature of Gummo and Kids.
I've seen Kids. I think Dom's seen Kids before too.
Yep. Terrifier and Terrifier 2.
I think overall,
Brenden would lose his mind.
Yeah, I think overall it's a pretty solid list. I think we watched some good movies this year, and then we watched some questionable ones. But you know, it's part of the game. It's part of the process. I'm looking forward to what 2023's movie club has in store for us.
We're still doing this.
I think for 2023, I'm going straight horror, like aggressive horror, like not like tame.
It's fine. You can just continue to let us and everyone else know you have bad taste.
Have you guys ever seen the movie? Ever seen the movie Antichrist?
I don't know what that is.
Oh, I haven't. I don't even know what it is.
It's a William Dafoe. It's a really fucked up movie.
Yeah, I'm gonna pick only Willem Dafoe movies. So you're gonna see. We're gonna watch.
It is the one where you see his John Gangster.
Lighthouse and.
I actually kind of want to pick Lighthouse because I think Lighthouse is such a good movie, and I don't think people would. I think you might actually like it.
I mean, I'm gonna pick only movies that have a twist, so I'm gonna pick all M. Night Shyamalan movies. So we're gonna watch Signs,
Good.
and then we're gonna
like most of them.
What? Okay.
The Lady of the Lake.
Question.
Okay, there we go.
Question only because I had a long conversation with my older brother the other night about movies because I'm telling
Top five.
I was telling him to watch Glass Onion, and he was asking me a bunch of movies if I've seen them, and I, of course, the answer for pretty much all of them was no, I don't watch movies. And he was like, no, you've got to watch M. Night Shyamalan movies. He said that M. Night Shyamalan's movie is his best movie is, I won't say. What do you all think M. Night Shyamalan's best movie is?
It's tough. I mean, I'm not going to even put Sixth Sense in the topic because I do think that like that movie is really dependent on once you know the twist. It's such a great experience, but
I don't think that makes it bad though. There's plenty of things that once you know, like
it doesn't
you'll never be the
bad.
same.
I don't
off
think
the top.
It is like
off the top of my head, it's Unbreakable.
Yeah, same. I mean, I'd say same. Honestly, I really, really enjoy Signs a lot. I think the ending is not as strong as it could be, but overall, I did really enjoy Signs.
So
you know what? There's one movie though that I think is super underrated, and it came out in the last 5 years, and it's about these two kids
with the grandparents. They go to
the two with the grandparents. Yeah, man,
Yeah,
that movie is fucking great.
It's called Avatar: The Last Airbender.
So
that one's just called The Last Airbender. To be fair,
I couldn't remember. I couldn't remember which part of the copyright you got.
So
Brenden, you might remember the trailer when he's like, the grandmother's like, "I need you to get in." She's like, "Can you clean the oven for me?" She's like, "Get inside." Do you remember that? Like the trailer for that movie where
what movie is it called?
What is it called?
I don't know what it's called.
Wayward Pines, The Visit, Split, Glass, Old.
It's The Visit.
That's The Visit.
So here, I'll run through his movies.
I didn't know that was him.
Praying with Anger,
really?
Wide Awake, Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, Signs, The Village, Lady in the Water, The Happening, Last Airbender, After Earth, Wayward Pines, The Visit.
Oh, After Earth is him.
Andra Day, Rise Up. I think it's a music video. Split, Glass, Old, and Servant, which is a TV show.
Can you click on After Earth, because that might be a 0 Rotten Tomatoes, so we might get to watch that next year.
After Earth. It is a 12%, 36%.
I knew it was down there.
So
my first pick is going to be Tammy and the T-Rex, I think.
Oh my god. My brother said that, like, aside from Sixth Sense and Unbreakable, he said Signs is his best movie.
That makes sense. I get that.
I mean, like his first like few movies were like,
yeah, they were bangers.
Well, that's what he was saying. He was like, this dude made back-to-back Sixth Sense, Unbreakable, Signs, and then he made fucking flops. Then he just made flops for a while.
I think The Village is not bad. It's not great, but it's not a bad movie.
Yeah.
So
I honestly think though, like people give him a lot of shit, but like I said, The Visit, Split, the Unbreakable sequel. Yeah, Split was great. What was the sequel?
Glass.
The one with like all of them.
Glass.
Glass. Yeah, those are all great movies.
I still haven't watched Glass. I only think I like Split so much because of the ending.
So are we doing a triple feature for January where we watch Unbreakable, Split, and Glass? Because I've never seen any of them.
If we're doing that, then I'm picking Blade Runner and Blade Runner 2049.
To be fair, Unbreakable is a superhero movie.
I've never seen any of them. Out of all of these movies, I have only seen The Sixth Sense. I have seen Signs, but I saw Signs when it came out. So, like, aside from the scene where the alien walks through peeks out of the cornfield, I couldn't tell you anything about that fucking movie.
I have no idea. Like, looking back on it, I really don't understand why I found that scene so terrifying.
That scene still terrifies me thinking about it. It's probably not scary, but
I don't think it's scary, but like looking back, I remember being fucking freaked
It was
out.
2002, so how old were we? 13?
I was 13.
Yeah.
I was 33, I
think. Todd just got his fucking bachelor's. Anyways. All right. That brings us to...
Maybe next year I'll only do Haley Joel Osment films.
Is this just...
So, you know what you have to do is your first
AI.
pick, you have to do Tusk as your first pick.
Is this just your weird way of trying to get us to fucking play Kingdom Hearts?
Maybe.
Or what if I might just do Kevin Smith films because I feel like
I haven't seen most of them.
Plethora of
yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have a theme. I think I'm just gonna pick movies that I want to watch that I haven't seen and
you're gonna do Kevin Smith movies?
No, I mean I'll probably pick a Kevin Smith movie.
Maybe I'll do J Muse movies.
Oh, maybe I'll do Kevin James movies.
Let's go.
Maybe I'll just fucking quit.
We just watch all of the Viewers universe because me and Todd are just picking back to back.
Yeah, right. Have any of you guys watched Blade Runner 2049? I know Brenden hasn't seen it, but
I have seen it.
Yeah.
All right. I think that brings us to the final what's in the box of 2022.
Glad it's movies too.
But of course, as Todd said, because it's a movie episode, we are of course playing Keeping It Real, where I will reveal, real veal. There it is. I'm gonna reveal.
Keeping It Real was probably better.
Okay, all right. We're workshopping it.
Goes wrong.
We're workshopping it. Where I'm gonna slowly reveal information about a movie, and the first person to correctly guess the movie gets the point. The leaderboard for the year, the final leaderboard, is Dom at 88, Todd at 87. Mike at 75. Mike does have one Tomodachi Life point in brackets. I got 4 stumps. Because it's the final episode, I'll read the guest points. We got Odell, friend of the show, with 1. We got Ken Shepard, friend of the show, with 10. Cam's got a hot 6. Michael Hyam's got a 1. Lucas has a 1. Jesse has 11. So Jesse is the winner of the guest leaderboard. Mike Towndrow has a 1, Eric has a 6, and Kale has a 3. So yeah, Jesse is the guest winner. So hats off to Jesse.
Is that Jimmy Neutron?
Yeah, I know, it definitely was. It looked like it.
So before we begin, this is what I will say.
Super Meatball.
The regular thing we do is 3 movies. Obviously, that means Mike cannot win himself. But Mike can still affect who actually wins.
Right.
Do you want me...
Right, you got to play out the season.
Do you want me to do enough movies where it could potentially give Mike the chance to win? Or is that too much? Because that would be 13 movies.
No, we're not doing 13 movies.
Okay, all right. So,
all right, Mike, you're
without further ado, the final Keeping It Real of 2022. The marbles are on the table right now, and the winner takes all. Movie number 1. Let me pull up my notes here. All right. You, of course,
need the full title.
You don't need to give me the full title. You can.
Come on.
There is an answer that is not the full title that I will accept. I literally almost just read the plot of the movie out loud. So this PG-13 movie clocks in at 2 hours and 23 minutes.
How long? 2 hours and
23.
23 minutes.
So weirdly, it's not Glass Onion, a Knives Out mystery, is it?
It is not.
Okay, because I think that's like 2 hours and 20 minutes, almost on the dot.
That is actually kind of funny.
Is it Avatar 2: The Way of Water?
It is not.
2 hours and 20 minutes, Mike? That's like a 4-hour movie, isn't it?
This film has a tomato meter of 59% and an audience score of 82%.
You did not give us a year, correct?
Correct. Not yet.
Okay. That's important.
I'm trying to
That's the only way I can figure it out.
I'm trying to see if I read this, if it'll be too revealing.
Revealing.
I'm not revealing. I'm not gonna give that clue yet because that's too much. Let's see. Let's go to the cast. Let's see what we can pull out of the cast here.
2 hours and 23 minutes.
2019.
The audience hated it. I mean, the critics hated it, but the audience.
59's 59's not bad. I mean, that's like a little over a split. Oh, it's split.
No, it is not. This film
Good guess.
has at least 3
MCU
actors that are in the MCU.
Oh, it's Doolittle.
Incorrect. Oh, I lie. I apologize.
Robert Downey Jr.
No, I apologize. There are at least 4 MCU actors in this film.
Oh, there's another MCU actor in this.
Oh, there are 4 in this picture. Bonus points. Let's see. You may recognize. You may recognize a certain wrestler turned actor in this film.
I already said Glass Onion.
It is not Glass Onion.
Guardians of the
Black
Galaxy.
Adam. Black Adam definitely was not 2 hours and 30 minutes.
It was definitely not either of those movies you both just said.
Is it Stuber?
Incorrect.
Oh, damn it.
That was a good guess. That was a good pull. That was a
good pull. This
I actually think that's a good movie.
This wrestler turned actor is not in the MCU.
The Suicide Squad.
Incorrect.
You said PG-13, right?
Correct.
Oh, yeah.
The Rundown.
Incorrect.
That one is the Suicide Squad, right?
Yeah.
I believe so.
Okay.
You may recognize multiple musicians.
Oh, is it The Babysitter?
Incorrect.
With
I was like trying to the pacifier, wasn't it?
No, the Babysitter was the one with the Big Show. I think it was literally a WWE movie.
Oh, okay.
The top build. No, we won't do that yet. What will we do first?
Is it fuck, I keep forgetting about the MCU thing.
Yeah, that's so hard though because there's so many people in the MCU universe at this point that like it could be fucking anyone.
Could it, Todd?
It's not Brenden, right?
Incorrect. The second build actor you may recognize from a video game adaptation.
Movie?
Yes. The top build actor you may recognize from the MCU.
I was thinking Doom, but like.
Oh, is it I don't know.
Christmas with the Cranks. Boom.
Incorrect.
Family Stone.
Incorrect.
Oh, it's Uncharted.
Is it? This is dumb because if it's one of these movies, there's no way I'm gonna get it. Is it F9?
It is indeed F9, and Dom gets the motherfucking point.
I'm glad I started at the end.
Oh man, yeah.
I'm glad I started at the end.
I can't believe you didn't get that, Mike. You're showing your whole fucking Fast and the Furious ass right now.
F9? Was The Rock in that one?
I didn't say The Rock.
Who's
John Cena.
Yeah, I don't know who.
Cena, yeah.
And I did say the wrestlers in the DC universe, not the MCU. I was trying to guide you away.
I don't know if you said the DC universe. You did say that he wasn't in the MCU.
You said he wasn't in the MCU.
Correct.
So
I said he wasn't in the MCU.
That's both The Rock and John Cena.
That's why.
Yeah.
Well, that's why.
Well, I was trying to get you off Batista.
I assumed at that point it was.
Everyone kept naming Batista movies. I was trying to get you off of Batista.
I was gonna say Fast and the Furious, but I wouldn't have said 9 because I didn't even know there's been 9.
So the title of the movie,
2, right?
The title of the movie is F9: The Fast Saga. I was not going to expect anyone to say that. That's why.
Cena's in 2, right, Mike? Or is he only in F9? Okay, I thought he was in 2.
If it really kept going, I was going to say this movie is about family. But we didn't have to get that far, which is good. All right. Movie number dos. Pull up my notes here.
This movie had 12 Marvel.
This movie is full of WWE wrestlers.
This
I was trying to think of a good Steve Austin movie.
Oh, I didn't get to MacGruber. I should have said MacGruber.
Why? Who's in MacGruber?
There's a bunch of WWE.
Oh,
there was a bunch of WWE guys.
I don't know. I've never seen it. This rated R film clocks in at just over 2 hours, at 2 hours and 2 minutes.
Bullet Train.
Incorrect. This film is nominated for 239 awards, including 112 wins. Including 112 wins, including 2 Oscar wins. And
The Irishman? Oh, that was way longer.
That was way longer.
Including 10 nominations, or I guess 12 nominations and 2 wins. Right? You count the wins as nominations too, right?
Yeah.
So 12 nominations and 2 wins for an Oscar.
I was gonna say, what's it called? When you said before you said The Irishman, what's the fucking other one?
The Departed?
No, it was another Scorsese film though, I think. But 2 hours is like not. That throws everything off.
The Oscars that it won were Best Performance by an Actor in a Leading Role and Best Achievement in Music Written for Motion Picture Original Score. It was nominated for Best Motion Picture of the Year, Best Achievement in Directing, Best Adapted Screenplay.
La La Land?
Incorrect. Best Achievement in Cinematography, Best Achievement in Costume Design.
Moonlight?
Incorrect. Best Achievement in Makeup and Hairstyling, Best Achievement in Film Editing, Best Achievement in Sound Mixing, and Best Achievement in Sound Editing.
Can you go back a second? You said it won. Oh no, Best Actor and.
It won Best Performance by an Actor in a Leading Role and Best Achievement in Music Written for a Motion Picture's Original Score.
Oh, it's definitely 8 Mile because Eminem won, didn't he?
He came out. But he
did win, but
he did.
This film falls in the crime, drama, thriller category.
It's 8 Mile.
It is not 8 Mile.
I'm having such a brain fire right now, and I feel like I should easily be able to piece this together from just what you've given us.
Incorrect.
Did you say Heat, Mike?
I did.
Like trying to think back to the actors that won over the last couple of years, and I can only think of this last year for some reason. Even though, like,
this film has at least one actor that is now part of the MCU.
Is it The Great Gatsby?
Incorrect. That actor.
I don't think they won Best Actor.
That actor and or actress also.
Oh, I forgot. I'm thinking of actors only. Yeah.
Appeared in the movie we watched for this episode.
What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
Incorrect.
No, because he didn't win for that.
It's Speed.
Incorrect.
Pop quiz, hot shot. There were so many actors in this movie, though.
There was. Let's see here. Let's see.
What'd you say the genre of the film was? You said crime.
It is listed as a crime drama thriller.
Drama thriller. Okay.
You may recognize the second billed actor from
the MCU.
I don't think they're in the MCU.
He doesn't think they're in the MCU.
I'm pretty sure they are not in the MCU. You may, oddly enough, recognize the second billed actor from The Irishman.
There's a lot of people in that movie too.
That's why I picked it.
Right.
I didn't watch it.
I can't think of anyone who has won Oscars besides like Daniel Day-Lewis, Leo, Brad Pitt.
Oh, is it Lincoln?
Incorrect.
That's what I was thinking.
The Revenant.
That's longer than.
Incorrect.
That's longer than 2 hours. So.
I'm just as you say, actors. I'm just naming the movies that they won.
Let's see. This director has 57 nominations, including 20 wins.
Is it
Whiplash? Could be
Scorsese. Todd guessed. What did you say?
Is it Whiplash?
He said Whiplash.
It is not Whiplash.
That's a great guess.
It is a good guess. That fits a lot of the criteria.
There it does.
Let's see here. You may...
Although none of them are in this movie.
You may... No, I can't. I don't think I can do that.
Is it Gangs of New York?
Incorrect.
I was thinking that too, but that's like 3 hours long too.
I'm just at this point. I'm literally just trying to put people from this movie and
right. Who's in Gangs of New York that's in Bullet Train though?
For some reason I kept putting Pitt in that movie, but he's not in it, right? It's Leo.
No, he's not in it. Yeah, it's Leo.
The third build actor / actress of this film,
I'm still guessing like it's only a male actor,
is in both Bullet Train and now the MCU.
And now the MCU.
Yes.
Okay, so I know who the third person is.
Wait, who is in Bullet Train?
Crime movie.
A lot of people.
And when you say "and now the MCU," what does that mean? Like,
it means.
Do you want me to clarify?
Do you want me to tell you? Do you want me to tell you?
It's either Ryan Reynolds or
it's Ryan
Aaron
Reynolds.
Taylor Johnson.
Okay, that's what I was.
No, because Aaron Taylor Johnson was already in the MCU. So if you say now the MCU, then it has to be Ryan Reynolds.
Okay. Oscar-nominated movie with Ryan Reynolds. Oof, that's throwing me off big time.
Crime film. It's not Smoking Aces, right?
Incorrect.
No. No way that got Oscars.
Yeah, I guess. It was nominated for a bunch, but didn't Common do a song for that?
The top billed actor for this film. I meant to click on this.
Ryan Reynolds, dude, he's always in like fucking safe movies, I feel
like.
The
top billed actor has 190 nominations, including 71 wins, with 5 Oscar nominations and 1 Oscar win. The win being for this movie. The other nominations were for Best Performance by an Actor in a Leading Role, Best Performance by an Actor in a Leading Role for a movie we have done in this game before, and Best Actor in a Supporting Role.
This Ryan Reynolds thing's throwing me off completely. Like,
absolutely. A rated R crime movie.
Yeah, like I can't think of anything that Ryan Reynolds was in a rated R crime movie.
This movie is slated to get a sequel at some point. This movie released in 2019.
Oh, wait, no, that's making sense.
You don't get wrong points for guessing, Mike.
Yeah. Guess, Mike.
I was going to be like, what was it? The Hitman.
No, that's Oscars.
And it's already had.
Wait, he won an Oscar for this movie, right? I mean, not Ryan Reynolds, but the person won an Oscar for the movie we're talking about right now, right?
This movie won 2 Oscars.
Okay, yeah. The fuck? Now I'm really confused. 2019, I was like, oh, maybe it's some obscure movie that Ryan Reynolds was in back in the day.
2019.
If you were to look up this director, the other... so when you look up a actor or director on IMDb, it gives you their top 4 that people know them for. This movie being one of them. The other 3 are comedies.
The Big Short? I mean,
Incorrect.
No, not The Big Short. The fucking...
It's not that movie.
I don't know the name of the movie. It's not the one about the collapse of like the...
It's not that movie.
Don't Look Up? Is that what you're looking for?
No, he's looking for The Big Short, I think it's called.
The Big Short.
Yeah, it's not that film.
Okay.
No one won an Oscar for that movie, actually, though. So that, yeah. Adam McKay was the director of that. I feel.
The second billed actor you may know from such movies as The Irishman or...
Oh, is it Red?
Incorrect.
Is it Red 2?
Oh God, I know the name, and I'm getting mad right now because I can't. Oh wait, no, that's not 2019. That's too recent.
The Irishman, American Hustle, Silver Linings Playbook.
That Silver Linings Playbook. I'm like, oh, it's Silver Linings Playbook, and then I realize that it's not Silver Linings Playbook.
Oh, it's A Star Is Born.
So I know who the second actor is, or actress.
Yeah, so I should know who the second actor is too. At this point, we should all know who the second actor is.
Yeah,
Mike.
I said A Star Is Born.
It is not that. It is not that. So you know who the second actor is?
I'm replying to Dom more specifically.
Can someone
someone
say who the second actor is so I can reveal it? If
no, I don't even. I mean,
does everyone know who the second actor is?
Bradley Cooper?
No.
Is Bradley Cooper in The Irishman? It should be De Niro, right?
It is De Niro. De Niro is the second billed actor in this film. The third billed actor is now in the MCU, and the first billed actor has a lot of awards.
What movie was De Niro and Ryan Reynolds in?
I have no idea. I got nothing.
Yeah, man.
All right, I am gonna help you out. I'm gonna help you out.
Is the first billed actor Pacino?
No, I'm gonna help you out because you're all very hard stuck on thinking you are correct about something and you're all very wrong about something. I have tried to clarify it sneakily. The third billed actor or actress. It is not Ryan Reynolds. There's someone.
I thought you said it was Ryan Reynolds.
I never said that. I said that the third billed actor or actress is now in the MCU.
But they're also in Bullet Train, right?
Correct.
Yeah, so it would be Zazie Beetz.
Correct.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
It would be the Joker.
I forgot
it is indeed the Joker. Mike gets the point. Okay. How the fuck could you guys not get the Joker?
So,
I don't know.
Quick sidebar. Bradley Cooper was in Silver Linings Playbook and American Hustle, right?
Yes,
correct.
Yes.
Okay, so I didn't see The Irishman.
It was The Irishman. Yeah. That was the reason that I was like, I don't know why you said that with The Irishman.
What song? Yes. What did they win for? They won for music.
Just one for best score. It just won for best score.
Oh, score. Okay.
Weird. I didn't even know. That Gary Glitter song.
Oh yeah.
I thought I was given a lot of clues there.
I got thrown off with Ryan Reynolds.
I know, but that was midway. There was some time, but I had to clarify because we never would have got past that if we were stuck on Ryan Reynolds.
I forgot Zazie Beetz was in Bullet Train.
They were in there real quick. That's one of my gripes with the film. They were there too short. All right.
It was a glorified cameo.
Oh no, I closed out of my final film. Fuck, what was it? Shit.
All right, Todd, it's up to you to get this so you can tie with Dom and just screw
it. No, he's up by two. He's up by two.
Oh, you're up by two?
This is just performative now. Just to, pad the stats.
Whoops, Todd, you should have got Joker.
I should have, but
would have made things interesting.
All right.
Actually, I think I had it but right before you said it, but I was like, you know what? Let's let Mike have it.
The final film of the year. This 20. No, I will not. I will not give you. I will not give you the year yet. You know what? Fuck it. I'll give you the year. This 2014 rated R film clocks in at 1 hour and 41 minutes.
Interlinked.
What'd you say? No, what did you guessed?
No, it wasn't a guess.
You don't get negative points for guessing. Just what was it?
It wasn't a guess. It wasn't a guess.
Max Payne 3.
Incorrect, but I really almost made that the final pick just to fuck with everybody. All right, let's see here.
John Wick.
It is indeed John Wick. Dom gets the point.
Dang. Is it really?
It is Dom Wick. I just said Dom Wick. It's not Dom Wick. It's John Wick.
He said rated R in 2014.
Yeah. That's why I don't want to give away the years. I feel like the year is sometimes too big of a clue. So I wait for the year.
I mean, in very, very particular circumstances.
When it's, I feel like when it's like
and really
2000s on. If it's like 2010 on, I feel like it helps you guys narrow it down too quickly. In this case, exactly. Like I feel like if I had given you 2019 and the Oscar stuff up front with Joker,
I would have been lost still. I forgot that Joker came out in 2019. To be fair.
So that hats off to all of you. And the first crowned full year champion, Dom with 90 points, Todd with 87, and Mike with 76. Fucking give it up.
Man, we're so
Clap
close.
it up.
So close to playing Cyberpunk.
Listen, there was a long stretch in this year where Dom had a
just gotta play all the Kingdom Hearts games.
Exactly. There was a long stretch in this year where Dom had a hefty lead. Todd, you clawed your way up. You got up there. Even Mike, you there was a much bigger gap for a while, Mike too. Like, hats off to everyone. We did it.
I think that there was several episodes too that I'm an idiot and I probably drank too much and was stoned and just like I can't think.
There was legitimately one episode where Todd was like, I can't pay attention to half the stuff you're saying. And I'm just like, this fucking guy's never going to get a point in his life. I mean, that'll do it. That's the final episode of the year. Anyone you want to say? Anything you want to do? Or are we wrapping it up right there?
That's movies.
That's Bullet Train. That's the final Keeping It Real. And Dom is your 2022 What's in the Box champion. And we'll resume with a fresh leaderboard next year with some interesting things. I think we're going to have a lot of different types of scorekeeping going on that will amount to an end of the year sort of thing. So some interesting stuff to look forward to. But if you're a friend of the show, fan of the show, love the show, you want to support the show, a bunch of ways you can do that. You can, of course, leave us a 5-star review on your podcast platform of choice, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts. Leave us a 5-star review. It goes a long way in helping more people find the show and enjoy this lovely content. If you have some bucks kicking around, you want to help us out, you can do that in a few different ways. You can subscribe to us on Twitch at twitch.tv/passcontroller. You can buy something from our shop at passthecontroller.threadless.com. Although at some point next year, that might go away because we might have a different merchandise situation, but we will address that when it gets to it. So up until then, feel free to buy some shirts, sweatshirts, whatever, what have you from that if you want to wear some Pass the Controller swag. And of course, you can join our Patreon at patreon.com/passthecontroller, which will also see some upgrades and improvements going into next year. So you can look forward to some additional things that will happen over on those side of things. You can, of course, join our Discord to keep the conversation going. You can follow us on social media at Pass Controller. You can find me at bgroom. You can find Mike at _MycoPath. You can find Todd at Toddy_by_nature. And you can find Dom at PTC_1 little spark. And that'll do it. That is the cap on 2022. Cheers to you. Have a good new year. Have a safe new year. And we'll see you in 2023.